Hey, have you guys ever seen these? They're like little fruit snacks, but they have stuff inside them that gushes out. And it like totally appeals to the kid side of me. But they're really tasty too. I mean, fake tasty, but tasty nonetheless. Oh yeah, they're called gushers. I guess because of the gushing thing. It's my recommendation for the week. You have to go try some gushers. Okay, so as you may have noticed already, hopefully, we have a new co-host for Spirited Saturdays, and she is awesome and incredible and phenomenal and wonderful and gorgeous and every other cool word you can think of. Totally fits her. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy her. Kit is not going to be back for a while. She's doing some other stuff, but she says that she is thinking of us, and thank you for all the well wishes, and that she might join in the future, and she's definitely keeping up. So yeah, that's Kit. In the meantime, enjoy the very cool, phenomenal, fantastic, incredible, and every other cool word you can think of, ALENA. Alrighty, so the topic this week, we got another email in the WeRFreEDomFighters mailbox, and I am assuming that that means this individual would like to remain anonymous. But if you change your mind, please let us know, and we will change that. Like, we will attribute the topic suggestion to you. It's a very good topic. You know, sometimes because when you can put a face to this kind of thing, it makes it more real, and we definitely need this to be real. Alright, so I was just wondering if any of you guys have had any personal experiences with the consequences of bulimia. We all know the risks involved with this, but I wanted to know how common or how often they actually happen. Tears in the esophagus, rotten teeth, severe electrolyte imbalances, that kind of thing. It's usually it's usually limited to that gross burning feeling after purging. Well, the gross burning feeling after purging is basically indicative of what you're doing to your body. You're making it feel gross, and you're burning it, and it's, unfortunately, that's not the limit of it, though. As for the tears in the esophagus, I have experienced those. I still experience those. Every single time I go to purge, I generally tear my esophagus. I don't purge anymore because I can't afford to. The thing about the esophagus is that it works kind of like a tube of toothpaste. You know, when you squirt out the toothpaste, it works very, very well. But when you try and squirt it out the other end, the end that it's not supposed to come out, it gets kind of messy, and you're not supposed to do it. When you do that, you defy gravity, and it's elastic muscle that's moving totally contrary to where it's supposed to, and that's a problem. To be honest, not every animal out there purges, or I hope not, throws up, like vomits, because it is so unnatural, and it is so pretty much backward. Like, horses don't throw up. Anyway, so yeah, do I tear my esophagus? Frequently. I can't really purge without tearing it. You know, there are minor tears that, you know, heal within a day or two, and then there are major tears, but the minor tears lead to the major tears. You know, you don't want to tear anything in your esophagus. It's just not a good idea. I remember throwing up a couple of cupfuls of blood, and that's pretty surreal, and I couldn't stop. I didn't want to stop. I remember having blood splash into my face, because that's all there was. That's all I was throwing up, and bile, and, you know, it's not supposed to work that way, and it doesn't work well that way. It ruins your esophagus, and it ruins your stomach. There's a sphincter at the top of your stomach, and it's what opens and closes the stomach for food. And mine stays open now, basically, because that's what it thinks it's supposed to do. That's what I've taught it over 13 years. which means that I'm prone to aspirating a lot of the stomach crap that I have, and that leads to asthma. That leads to aspirating it, which gives me a pneumonia. Because if you aspirate stuff into your lungs, you can form a pneumonia. And that is not much fun, let me tell you. The last thing that can happen, that I've also dealt with, is something called strictures. It's when the elastic tissue in your esophagus basically has so much scar tissue that it's no longer elastic. Sometimes they can fix it with surgery, as they managed to with me. And sometimes they can't. If they can't, you don't swallow or speak again. Never mind eat, you just don't swallow or speak. That is not something to take lightly. If you start tearing your esophagus, you're going to lead to scar tissue, and you're going to lead to never being able to function like a human being. You're not going to be able to swallow, you're not going to be able to eat, you'll be eating through a tube for the rest of your life, and it's just, I don't understand why people can't understand that. I guess because it's just that I've been there, I've seen my endoscopy, I've seen what I've done, and I still can't stop. And I don't understand how people start this knowing that can happen. I guess they don't know, but whatever. Now they do. Rotten teeth. I actually have phenomenal teeth. I have never had problems with my teeth. I don't know why, but I never have. I know a lot of people who have. Most people who purge, definitely long term, end up wearing their teeth down into pretty much tiny see-through layers. And to correct that is very, very expensive, and it's very painful, and sometimes it's not possible. A lot of times it's not possible. Severe electrolyte imbalances. It's your second science lesson for the day. We have big, long nerve cells, and basically they are self-propagating in the impulses they generate. But the way they do that is there's a sodium-potassium pump, and it switches 3 sodium ions for 2 potassium ions to switch the gradient, which leads to the impulse to go like on and on and on. You need that for every single movement in your body. When an adult has a heart attack because of a clogged artery or whatever, it is very, very easy to restart their heart. You just have to get a rhythm to their heart again. Doesn't even have to be their own heart's rhythm, but just like through CPR, that's enough of a rhythm. And then use an automatic defibrillator or a defibrillator, and it just, you do that whole Claire thing, and you can start it again. The problem is that their heart has started to beat so fast trying to overcompensate that it's shaking and it's not doing anything, and that's what's called VFib. But if you can get that beat started again, or a beat started again, and you can generate just one nerve impulse to start that normal beat again, you're good, you're clear. I've known, I just actually, my mom's friend just recently had a heart attack, and she was clinically dead when